So the third part will be focusing on the parameters and loop over the parameters that are inbuilt in IDEA StatiCa connection. As you can see, we have created two parameters. One is for end plate, and second one is for bolts, where we will just changing in between the values like thickness and the uh, diameter and the grade of the bolt. So these two parameters has to be assigned to Grasshopper. So in the first step, please go to IDEA StatiCa module, and in the connection part, we need to deconstruct the referenced model. So this is how it is. As you can see, if you use deconstruction, you can very easily display members, loads, operations, parameters, code setup, and as the last one is the file path. If you go closer to the battery, you can see what is inside, what parameters, what we are considering for the model in the IDEA StatiCa. And right now, we would like to play around with the parameters. So if you would like to set the parameters, go to the connection part, and you would like to modify the parameters. Uh, as you can see, this is the second battery where I would like to assign the name like parameter 1, that is like end plate. We can just type it very easily, and basically what are the parameters, what is the key, and what is the value. uh, I will link the parameters um, of the end plate with the deconstruct model, and we need to put there the name of the parameter, what is the key. So if you go to the parameters or params card, here is input, and we need to put a value list. Why list? Because in the list you are able to assign like multiple uh, values. So if you double click on the battery, as you can see here are some predefined list of the values that are used, but we would like to have like 3 different thicknesses, but yeah, 3 different thicknesses. Okay, so this is basically what I have, and right now we need to put here the key. Hmm, just a second. So here I will use this panel, and I will write here end plate and assign it. Yeah, I will assign it like this with the same name, and we can focusing on the second parameter. So if you just copy paste this model, you can see it's linked um, to the default deconstruct connection. But basically I would like to link the first parameter with my second parameter, that is the bolt grade. So if you go closer, you can just rename it to the parameter 2 and put there bolts. I need to rename the battery or rename the panel which my parameter is called bolts. Perfect. So I have it. And right now we'll be using the modify battery for the connection, because in every step of the iteration loop you will be like switching switching the thicknesses and also switching the diameters of the bolts. So we'll use the IDEA StatiCa part in the Rhino or in the Grasshopper, and we would like to modify the connection. Modify of connection is here. So as you can see, in the first step, I need to link my connection model with the modification battery. What part will be modified? These are the parameters. And let's say I would like to create for I would like to use the Boolean operation where you can like active or use a true or false claim. So if you come back to parameters card, here is the part that is dedicating to Boolean toggle, and you will link it to active part of the inputs of the battery. So right now I can say, or I can turn on and turn off the calculation procedure based on this button. Okay. So this is the part that is focusing on the modification of the connection, and right now let me input there the iterator from the Colibri tool. So if you go to the toolbox, here is the Colibri part. We need to put there some input, output, and Colibri aggregator. So in the first step, we need to use the inputs, where basically if you zoom in, you can see there are some plus and the minus buttons. So I would like to put there, let's say, more parameters. So you can add, using this plus button, the multiple options for inputting or inserting of the parameters. The first parameter is will be the end plate. Yeah, so I will link it here. This is value list, and here is my something like that. If you hit the right button, you will write here the end plate, and you can immediately know that these parameters is linked with the battery for changing of the parameters. In the same way, we'll be using the battery for bolts. So if you hit the right button, you need to like switch it to the bolts name, and if you use a double click, right now we need to assign here the correct diameter and the bolt grade of the bolts. So my first bolt is M12 with a grade 8.8, and to IDEA StatiCa it's a string. So right now you need to use a special characters to IDEA StatiCa know that you are using the bolt properties. So inside these special characters, you will put there M12 space 8.8. In the same way, you will copy the row and switch it to the 14, and the third row will be the bolt with diameter 16. Right now I have everything. I will confirm my uh, selection, link it to the inputs, and the bolts has to be linked to the values here. So right now I have assigned to Colibri iterator inputs the parameters that are on the side of the inputs and also which are on the side of the outputs from this battery. Okay, so this is the first step, and right now I will create a second battery that will be the it will be used as an iterator. So here is the part that is called Calibri Aggregator. So in this part, I would like to assign the path where the results will be stored. Also, the inputs has to be linked uh, with the Colibri aggregator. Right now, it's up to you. We would like to write the every iteration step we would like to write to the CSV file. So we need to create some Boolean operator or Boolean battery. So I will just take it over from this part and link it to the right inputs of the Calibri aggregator. And what about the folder? So you have to say um, where the results will be basically stored. So if I will go here to to the part with the inputs. Oh, okay. Yeah, basically I can use this panel and put there. I would like to store it to see um, IDEA. So this is basically where I would like to store all my results. And right now, what about the outputs? What outputs we would like to write to Excel spreadsheet? So again, come back to Toolbox and the part that is regarding the Colibri outputs. And basically, the Colibri outputs has to be linked with Colibri aggregator. And the part here, if you go closer and create another row, so as you can see, here is the part, or another row has been created, and we can link it with the results we would like to extract from IDEA. So in the next step, we will come back to IDEA StatiCa card where we need to calculate the connection. So right now we have a model, we'll be modifying the parameters, but what is missing? The calculation step. So here is the part with calculate connection. Basically, this is the same command that is in the IDEA StatiCa if you would like to launch the calculation. So you can launch basically the stress strain analysis, some buckling analysis, and whatever you want. But I would like connect the connection battery or the calculate connection battery with the modifying of the connection, because in every iteration step I need to recalculate the results, because there will be like different stiffness, different thickness of the plate, and also different diameter of the bolt. Again, I will use this Boolean operator because basically I would like to say when to run the analysis based on my demands. Okay, so this is the tool for Boolean operation. And what about the results? So here in the connection part, I would like to see the connection results. So this is the like the item that is used for retrieving of the connection results. You will link the connection, uh, calculate connection output with the inputs of the connection results, and right now I will enable the calculation. So um, you will just enable here this boolean, and here I will active the again the boolean operator. Again, you can see it's in the red, so it means no data are coming. But right now the process has been started because I allowed the modification of the model. Mhm. Yeah, right now you can see everything is in the gray color, so it means everything is going well, and I can like read the results. If you would like to like read the results in the plates, welds, results, bolts, you can jump into the parameters and the panel, and I would like to, let's say, know the results from like the stresses, strains for every plate, or basically I can like read out the weld results, bolt results. You can see everything is like in the dictionary, where you have a name, check status, loadcase ID, and unity check. So basically I have a results. Right now I will just turn it off, this battery, the same as for the modification, the connection itself, and I would like to, or I need to deconstruct the result items, because after every iteration step you would like to upload another result. So in the IDEA StatiCa you need to deconstruct the result item. So in the deconstruction, we would like to know basically the summary results. What does it mean? So you will exactly know how many loads has been transferred, if the uh, plate is passing, welds are passing, bolts are passing. If there are some anchors or some concrete block, you will exactly know if the status is like a pass or fail. So I need to link it with my uh, item results, and what is missing, I need to like enclose the loop and basically my check status is coming to the battery of the outputs. As you can see, it's linked. Everything is going well, but right now the link you can see is going to be red, so it means no data are coming. I need to allow the calculation process. What is very important right now will be, or the method or the iteration process will go over the iteration, or over the 9 iterations, that in every iteration he will take, like in the first he will take a thickness of the 10 millimeters and the bolt M12 with the grade 8.8. In the second step, he will take the end plate with the thickness 10 millimeters, but the bolts will be M14. In the third step, M16. And again, uh, they will, like, I will approach to the second iteration loop where the thickness of the 20 millimeters will be used. Fine. What I need to do, I need to like go here again and put the invert option, enable this overriding of all results. I will allow the modification. I will launch the analysis. You can see here in the bottom part, it's written that solution is completed, but here is the like false claim, but we need to allow it like a true. Okay, so if I right now go to the folder on the disk C, here is the part in the disk C. Where is it? This PC, and here is the C IDEA, as you can see. Okay, here are some data CSV. If you open it, you should see some results basically. But you can see there is nothing. So what is wrong? If you would like to run the iteration process, we forgot to link this parameters to with modification of the parameters. This is the first step what I forgot. And if you would like to run the iteration process, you need to go to the Colibri inputs and double click on the button that is in the bottom part of the battery. But right now, as you can see, the analysis procedure has been started. But what I forgot here, you need to run this procedure. So double click on this fly, and yeah, it should start.